We could get it today. More Americans are doing this now, and the data shows shocking discoveries. And President Biden is making a huge announcement. Now, would it surprise you to know that there are more Americans skipping meals today just to save on money? I'm not that surprised because I know a handful of you guys who have commented before that you take one meal per day. And it begs the question, why aren't we getting more help? Why aren't SNAP benefits and EBT benefits much bigger and easier to apply for? I mean, it's almost like the government doesn't want you to have SNAP and EBT benefits. Why are some people who are being approved for SNAP and EBT benefits getting such a small amount? Where's the fourth stimulus check? I mean, I'm pretty certain that a lot of us could benefit from at least one $2,000 stimulus check. I mean, am I right? Now, are you guys even worried that the help might not even arrive for us this year at all? I mean, I'm just keeping it real. Hit me up in the comments down below. Also, President Joe Biden just made a huge announcement. So basically, if you're not updated with your booster shots, chances are you might die. I know, it sounds a little bit exaggerated, but the question is that a positive way to encourage people to get the vaccines? For your daily dose of the truth when it comes to the US economy, the stock market, fourth stimulus package updates, passive income, Social Security, and everything that's going on in Washington, D.C. that affects your bank accounts, make sure to hit the subscribe button now. Also click that notification bell icon. Appreciate you guys dropping a like for my videos as always, and make sure you and your family are protected. Get your free home warranty quote. The link is in the description down below. For most people, the home is the largest investment that they have. Make sure that is protected. Get your free home warranty quote and never be caught off guard by another very expensive, unexpected home repair again. All right, guys, business is business. This is just something that popped in my head when I read a recent update for you guys where Pfizer plans to boost their vaccine prices to around $110 to $130 by 2023.
Pfizer expects to roughly quadruple the price of its COVID-19 vaccine to about $110 to $130 per dose after the United States government's current purchase program expires. Wall Street was expecting such price hikes due to weak demand for COVID-19 vaccines, which meant vaccine makers would need to boost prices to meet revenue forecasts for next year and beyond.
And as you and I know, the vaccine has had weaker than anticipated demand. I wonder why. Now, this is surely to boost their revenue for years to come. And on the one hand, I kind of thought, they wanted to help us out. The drug companies, they want to look out for the people. They're doing this for the people. Well, perhaps I was lied to. To be honest with you guys, I was thrilled to hear of a vaccine that could possibly help prevent the virus. But it's also disheartening to hear them say this.
Was the Pfizer COVID vaccine tested on stopping the transmission of the virus before it entered the market? If not, please say it clearly. If yes, are you willing to share the data with this committee? And I really want a straight answer, yes or no, and I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much.
Regarding the question around, did we know about stopping immunization before it entered the market? No, we had to really move at the speed of science to really understand what is taking place in the market. And from that point of view, we had to do everything at risk.
The market, right? You heard exactly what I heard. You can play it again if you want. Now, it is hard to tell others to be trusting of something that hasn't even been properly tested. But what does the president say about it?
This year, nearly every death is preventable. Let me say it again. Nearly every death is preventable. So get your updated COVID shot. Now's the time to do it. By Halloween, if you can, that's the best time. And that way you can be protected for the holidays. Almost everyone who will die from COVID this year will not be up to date on their shots, or they will not have taken Paxlovid when they got sick.
That's the message, guys. But it makes you wonder, right? Does this mean that if we don't get the latest booster that we may die during these holidays? Even if we got the initial vaccine, are we still at risk from dying from C-19? And you guys know I don't like talking about mortality, but this next part, I can't keep from you guys. It's a must-know basis because it's affecting Americans as old as 24 years old to as young as an infant. And it's called sudden cardiac arrhythmia, and it's hitting a lot of younger people, young and healthy people at that. Take Illinois Representative Sean Casten's 17-year-old daughter who died June of this year. They finally issued a statement that confirmed the condition. This is not good, guys. For these young kids to be passing away at such a young age, this is the future generation. They have so many opportunities laid out ahead of them. Some question if the vaccine is related to these types of deaths. Even though we don't have much data on it, the number of excess mortality or these are deaths that are like the cardiac arrhythmia that we just talked about, where no one expects someone to die, has gradually been going going up. Here you can see the uptick from March 2020 to today. Now, I guess a huge number of that can be attributed to the health crisis, but deaths have gone down for C19 this year, right? So why does it show this? That is from the beginning of this year to today. Something's not making sense here. I'm not trying to paint a picture that isn't there, but why are we still seeing unexpected deaths going up in our country? I guess it's hard to pin it on anything in particular, knowing that there's not enough data out there, but I'm hoping that this doesn't become the norm in the months to come. One thing that has become the norm with many households in our country is the act of skipping meals. Can you believe that? Now, I know that many of us are even starving, but think about it for a second. We openly send billions of taxpayer dollars overseas that they're not even shy to tell us about. But then here back at home, some states have discontinued emergency allotments for SNAP benefits, EBT, food stamps, or losing donations because the usual people have gave food or money before. They can't afford to give money and food today. Millions of Americans are not going to partake in any type of holiday festivities for this year because the budget just isn't there. Visa, MasterCard, American Express cards, high yield credit cards are being maxed out just to make ends meet, and we can't even see one more federal stimulus check to boot. Now, there comes a time when you have to ask, how is this all happening, and where do their priorities actually lie? Do they actually care about the American people, or do they simply just care more about their pockets? Now, don't even get me started on food production, because you guys are aware that hundreds of food facilities have literally been on fire across the country, right? Makes you wonder, what are they trying to do to us? What are they trying to do to our food supply? I mean, you guys saw my previous video maybe last week where I talked about how they're trying to feed our kids bugs, right? Yeah, I'm not kidding you guys. Now, some may say, well, oh, Ron, you're being too negative. Forget about stimulus checks. We'll get the help we need. Okay. Well, we need it. We need it today. We needed it yesterday. We needed it a month ago. We peaked at the start of the year with millions of cases a day. How are we not supposed to look for some small type of financial boost via stimulus check? But I guess that depends on who you ask, right? I guess it's up to us to look for better ways on how to make money. Let's face it, our wages have not kept up with this economy. And when you take a look at all of your expenses, your car payments, your housing, whether it's rent payments, mortgage payments, and if you're on rental properties, rent is continuously going up. I mean, when's the last time that you saw your rent rate go down? Like, seriously. And food and groceries, it's easier to decide where to go because be it Target, Walmart, Costco, or whatever your local store is, one thing is common: prices have gone up. So my question for you guys, my question for the YouTube fam is, how are you guys holding up right now? And can you comment down below right now, like, what was the most shocking increase in prices that you saw this year? And it doesn't have to be food, but don't comment gas prices, because pretty much everybody knows that gas prices are higher. I'm looking forward to see what you guys put in the comments down below. I'm excited to get into the conversations with you. And while you guys are down there, make sure to smash the thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel and you want to keep updated with everything that matters to you regarding our economy and your bank accounts, make sure to hit the subscribe button, because if you guys want the truth, y'all know where to find it. I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the likes. I wish you all good health and better days to come. I'll see you on the next one. Be safe.